Well, to me, it's probably the most interesting subject you can pick up in any of the arts, humanities, or social sciences. The key to anthropology is that it's about what is universal to human beings and what is different depending on the culture. So almost any major topic that you choose to study, you can look at anthropology as something that supports or expands the way you think about that topic.
I became an anthropologist through the scenic route, really. It was a long, circuitous journey. Growing up in India as a child, I had the question that most people who are well-fed in poor countries have, which is, why are poor people poor?
I can say that I decided to study anthropology and I became interested in it because it seemed as though it was the one thing that would allow me to study all the different things that I was interested in. Today, I think that a really important reason to study anthropology, apart from the kind of creativity it allows in terms of inquiry and learning, is that anthropology offers a path for students to learn about how to understand cultural difference and how to respect cultural difference and how to see the way in which culture really shapes in a very deep and profound way the way we view the world.
There are over 160 languages in my country, and I'm always fascinated by the multiplicity of languages which you hear as you go into our local market. And I just wanted to understand the differences between people and how do they gel together. And when I went to the university, I discovered a subject called anthropology.
I wasn't really aware what I'm getting myself into when I joined the Department of Anthropology at Warsaw University. I just knew that I'm interested in culture, in people, and I wanted to learn more.
I suppose I grew up in the north of England in the late 70s, in the 80s, and I watched an awful lot of change. The coal miners' strikes. I spent a lot of time working on farms and the hill farms of Lancashire, and saw a lot of those farms and the ways of life of those farms changing.
I was trying to remember what got me into anthropology, and what happened is when I was in secondary school, I was a physics and chemistry major, and I was intending to go to university to study physics. And the reason I was interested is that I thought that physics was about how the world was put together and kind of what lie beneath the surface of things. And then when I got to university, I realized that anthropology was even more about that, and in terms of the way meanings are put together and how the world is constructed culturally. And I thought that was a lot more complicated and fascinating, I think. So I got led down the garden path into anthropology that way.
Originally, I was a pre-medical student at the University of Chicago. But later on, the following year, I took North American Indians, a graduate course. I liked it. I liked the way that anthropology formulated explanations. You just open up this fantastic book of human variation, and one that is just intellectually endlessly fascinating.